The world around us is full of mysteries. There are many questions that humanity does not have answers to. We know that the world is very big, but we still do not fully understand how big it is. And the facts that we do know are very, very impressive. Neutron stars rotate very quickly. Their speed can reach up to 600 revolutions per second. Neutron stars are one of the final stages in the evolutionary path of massive stars. Such stars are born as a result of supernova explosions, and they rotate very rapidly. After birth, their speed is at least 60 revolutions per second, although in some cases their speed reaches 600 revolutions per second. There is complete silence in space. Sound waves need a medium to travel through, such as an atmosphere. Most of space is a vacuum, so most of interstellar space is eerily silent. There are an incredible number of stars in space. At this point, we don't even know how many stars there are in the universe. We can estimate how many stars there are in our galaxy, then multiply that number by the estimated number of galaxies to get an approximate answer. A study conducted by the Australian National University found that there are probably 70 sextillion stars in the universe. A sextillion is a number with 21 zeros. Footprints left by Apollo astronauts will remain on the moon for at least 100 million years. There is no wind or water on the moon, so the footprints left by the Apollo astronauts will not be eroded. This means that the equipment left on the moon, as well as the footprints of the astronauts, will remain there for a very long time. The only threat they face is micrometeoroids, which bombard the moon quite often, although their impact is small. 99% of the mass of the solar system belongs to the Sun. Our Sun is so dense that it contains 99% of the mass in the solar system. It is through this mass that it holds the planets around it. Our Sun is a G-type main sequence star, which means that every second it converts 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium. After the Sun dies, it will turn into a red giant and swallow the Earth. But don't worry, that won't happen for another 5 billion years. The Earth receives more energy from the Sun every hour than the planet uses in an entire year. Every hour, 430 quintillion joules of energy hit the Earth, but we are unable to absorb it. For comparison, the amount of energy that humanity uses in a year is 410 quintillion joules. If two objects made of the same metal touch each other in space, they will grow together forever. This process is called cold welding. When two different metal objects touch each other in space, the atoms have no way of telling that these atoms belong to different objects. Therefore, they stick together. This does not happen on Earth because there is always an atmosphere between the objects, which prevents them from sticking together. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Earth. Venus rotates incredibly slowly on its axis. It takes 243 Earth days to complete one full rotation. Interestingly, the planet also completes one rotation around the Sun faster than it does around itself. It takes 226 days to do so. Moreover, there are 117 Earth days between sunrises on Venus, which means that the Sun only rises twice on Venus in a year. Theoretically, this event occurs on the same day on Venus. An interesting fact is that because Venus rotates counterclockwise, the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is getting smaller. Jupiter's Great Red Spot has been shrinking in size for the past few decades. This giant rotating storm on the planet, the Great Red Spot, used to be large enough to hold about 3 Earths, but now it can hold just 1. Interestingly, despite its shrinking thickness, it is growing in height. Scientists have yet to explain this phenomenon.
If you made it to the end, subscribe to the channel because you might like other videos.